Metro Council announcements. I'd like to welcome the viewing audience, the ladies and gentlemen in the audience, and fellow colleagues, council members. This is a time for any council member that may have an announcement involving their community or just anything that they feel they'd like to get out to the public. Now's the time to do that. And I understand there is a large accident on the interstate, so there may be a lot of people that may be running late, a lot of council members. So, Council Lady Van Reese, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Please save the date for November the 19th. That's a Saturday. We'll be meeting over at the Jerry Baxter Middle School Library to talk about design ideas for the $1 million upgrade of Oakwood Park. We're very excited about this. We want anyone in the area, whether you're over from Trinity to Dickerson, from Hart to Broadmoor, we want your opinion on it. The Oakwood Park design opportunities. So we're going to have 4 or 5 different ideas that we want the community's input on. They are planning on breaking ground and making this thing happen next spring. It is going to happen. We want your input. Again, that's Saturday, November the 19th. Save the date, 10 a.m. at Jerry Baxter Middle. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilor Van Reese. Councilman Roden.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just like to announce that Councilman Syracuse and I will be having a public meeting November 9th at the 50 Ford station there on Donaldson Pike to be discussing the large water project on Elm Hill Pike, Donaldson Pike, and Lebanon Road. Again, it's November 9th at 6:30 p.m. at 50 Ford. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Well, again, as I say, there's been a large traffic accident on the interstate, so there may be a reason for several members that are absent. Councilman O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to let folks know that the 50th Annual CMA Awards will be hosted by Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood and broadcast live from the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville on Wednesday, November 2nd from 7 to 10 p.m. You can tune in on ABC Channel 2 if you are not already able to attend. I also wanted to mention Saturday, November 5th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join the Nashville Farmers Market for the Turnip Green Festival, featuring the world's largest pot of turnip greens. Also, come enjoy smoked barbecue, turnip green samples, and a cornbread cook-off. The following week, Saturday, November 12th, from 10 a.m. to noon, I do invite people to join the Metro Council for the second in a series of conversations about reducing gun violence in our community. We will be at the Napier Community Center at 73 Fairfield Avenue, and I'd like to thank Vice Mayor Briley for his leadership on this issue, and it's very great. While I'm disappointed and a bit alarmed at some of the violence that's been occurring in this particular part of my district and our community at large, I do think it's important that we continue this conversation. And finally, I would like to say one of the things that I am not doing right now but did want to call some attention to is it is the 25th anniversary of the publication of the Tennessee Tribune, and they are celebrating the 25th anniversary this evening over at Lowe's Plaza. So congratulations to Rosetta Miller Perry and her history of publishing there. We will invite her back on the 15th for a presentation from the floor. And thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, and I hope there's some beans to go with those turnip greens. We'll give a few council members a few more minutes. After that, we'll conclude the announcement period. Council Lady Johnson.
Thank you, Chair Pridemore and President Pridemore. District 29, please, again, mark your calendars for Saturday, November the 5th, this Saturday, to join H&T Restaurant and Operation Stand Down for a party with a purpose. This is to support Operation Stand Down at H&T's Restaurant in the Nashville Village Shopping Center from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Please come out and support Operation Stand Down, which assists veterans and their families at this event this Saturday, November 5th from 12 to 3 p.m. If you need more information, please email me or give me a call. Also, on Sunday, the 6th, November 6th at 4 o'clock, we will again have another planning meeting for the annual district-wide holiday event, holiday party. And that holiday party, again, is the first Friday in December at the YMCA, Camp Widgewagen, as it is every year. But we are having our planning meeting this Sunday at 4 o'clock, and it will be at Bell Road Church of the Nazarene. So please be looking at your email so that you can come and help us to get the final details together for the party, for our district-wide holiday, which is known as our Christmas party, this Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. at the Bell Road Church of the Nazarene. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Lady Johnson. Councilman Bedney.
Yeah, thank you, President. This is a short message. We have the District 31 office hours will be this Saturday at 10 a.m. at Pork Belly Cafe. That's right there on Lenox Village. And so for the people in 31 interested in give me a hard time about anything, that's a good chance to do it. I'm against the wall, so I'm stuck. The other thing is important coming up in November is on the 15th, there'll be a hearing at the state to support the legislation that we passed here in the council to improve the way we deal with gas compression stations in Davidson County. And we need people to attend the meeting. So if anybody is watching, is interested in learning more about it, they can call me. My number is 829-6226. If you call me, I'll tell you, people watching, I'll tell you what we're doing, and hoping that people will attend this meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilman Bedney. Council Lady Allen. Oh. Now, go ahead.
Thank you. Great, appreciate it. Just wanted to mention, nobody's mentioned it yet, I don't think, that Tuesday, November 8th is Election Day. I hope everyone will get out and vote. That will be followed on Thursday, November 10th by the Hillsborough West End Neighborhoods Annual Meeting at Belmont United Methodist Church at 7 p.m. That's always a good time to find out what's going on in the neighborhood, so I hope folks will come to that. And on Saturday, November 12th is the memorial service for Betty Nixon, a hero of mine, a great leader in Nashville who stood at this very desk for a number of years and served as council member for District 18. So just an opportunity to recognize a great leader in Nashville on Saturday, November 12th, West End Methodist Church, November at 11 o'clock. And that concludes my announcements. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Allen. Councilman Sledge.
Thank you, Mr. President. There's several things going on in District 17, and while Election Day is the 8th, we still have early voting going on throughout the county through November 3rd, and there are lots of early voting sites, but you should just go to the best one, which is Casa Azafran on Knowlesville Pike, where they will give you coffee and a smile. So after that, we have Saturday, November 5th, at Fort Negley from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. There will be a special event talking about Fort Negley and civil rights. There will be several distinguished speakers there. It's going to be a great event. Also on Saturday, November 5th in Wedgwood, Houston, we'll have the first Saturday art crawl throughout the neighborhood. Then on Monday, November 7th is the 12 South Neighborhood Association meeting. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. at Sevier Park Community Center. And then that next Saturday, November 12th, is the usual District 17 second Saturday meeting at 8:30 a.m. I'm still working on a location, but we will have it, and I will have it in my newsletter and online. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Sledge. Council Lady Haywood.
Thank you. I would just like to announce, I know it's a late notice, but in the morning, which is November the 2nd at 10 o'clock, we are opening a clinic at Northside Church of Christ, which is located at 1375 West Old Hickory Boulevard. It's a Hope Health and Healing Clinic that will be open to the public. You can come in, get shots or what have you, and there will be no charge. In the morning at 10 o'clock will be the ribbon cutting. Again, that's at Northside Church of Christ on O'Hickory Boulevard. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Lady. Council Lady Johnson, you have another one?
Yes, thank you, President Primore. To follow up with what Councilwoman Allen shared about Election Day on Tuesday and encouraging everyone to come out and vote, please, everyone, the early voting sites all over the county are still open until this Thursday. So you have until Thursday, November 3rd, to early vote. So we want to encourage everyone to come out at the early voting sites through this Thursday, November 3rd, to early vote. Thank you, President.
Thank you, Council Lady. Seeing no other council members in the queue, that will conclude the announcement period for Metro Council. Thank you.